निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रीगुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रीगुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रीगुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रीगुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रीगुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः। गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रीगुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा
You may please be seated now. To make the occasion a blessed one, let us invoke Goddess Saraswati by kindling the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. For seeking blessings for the same, I now invite Chief Guest, Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla, Chairperson of the Aditya Birla Group, Honourable Chancellor and Chairperson of the Governing Body, Shri Sunil Kant Munjal, Honourable Member of the Governing Body, Shri Sunil Kant Munjal, Honourable Member of the Governing Body, Shrimati Renu Munjal, Honourable Pro-Chancellor, Shri Akshay Munjal, and Honourable Vice Chancellor, Professor Manoj K. Arora, to kindle the lamp.
Hello. भगवती भगवती निशेष जाड्या पहा.
Thank you, sirs and madam. I request all the dignitaries to please take their seats.
I request the Honourable Chancellor to declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
I request Vice Chancellor to welcome the gathering and present the university report for the academic year 2021-22.
Vakratund Mahakaya Suryakoti Samprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Suprabhat Pranam. Honorable Chief Guest of the function, Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla ji, Chancellor and the Chairman Governing Body, Shri Sunil Kant Munjal ji, members of the Governing Body, Shri Suman Kant Munjal ji, Shrimati Renu Munjal ji, Professor Sham Menon, Pro-Chancellor Shri Akshay Munjal ji, President Ms. Swati Munjal, the Munjal family, the Board of Management and Academic Council members, Deans, Directors, Heads of Departments, faculty members, colleagues, distinguished guests, parents and alumni, the class of 2022, members of the press and media, ladies and gentlemen. I, on my own behalf and on behalf of faculty, staff and students of BML Munjal University, welcome you all on this auspicious day of our 7th convocation. It is indeed a moment of great joy for all of us that Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla ji is amongst us as the chief guest of the function. I don't think he needs any introduction. He is an institution in himself. As you know, Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla is the chairman of the highly respected Indian multinational Aditya Birla Group. Mr. Birla has held several key positions on various regulatory and professional boards. He was director on the Central Board of Directors of the Reserve Bank of India, chairman of SEBI Committee on Corporate Governance, chairman of the advisory committee constituted by the Ministry of Company Affairs. Mr. Birla is deeply engaged with educational institutions. You all know he is the Chancellor of BITS Pilani with campuses in Pilani, Goa, Hyderabad, and Dubai. He is the chairman of IIM Ahmedabad. Mr. Birla is an honorary fellow of the London Business School and has many awards to his credits. I can go on and on. Sir, we are honored to have you with us on this occasion. Your presence has provided a great source of inspiration to the young graduating students as they embark on their professional careers. Sir, now I present to you a brief report on the activities, initiatives, and achievements of BMU. Our objective is very clear, that is, to impart quality education and prepare leaders who possess lifelong learning skills to serve the society. I am proud to state that we have been ranked 54 in the NIRF 2022 ranking under the management category. The school has also attained diamond rating by the QSI gauge. Our School of Engineering and Technology has been ranked 7th best private engineering school by the Education World Ranking Framework. We ensure that our curricula are delivered in rightful manner, giving emphasis on hands-on learning, skills and perspective courses, live industry problems, and the practice school. As we all know that the new education policy is a very progressive one, we have aligned our curricula with NEP provisions. We take huge support from industry experts to teach in our classrooms. During 2021-22, several corporate experts from industries and foreign universities had interactions with the faculty and students by either co-teaching courses or by delivering expert lectures and guiding projects. We also reciprocate in upgrading the skills of industry professionals as well through our executive education programs. By this way, we have been able to generate a gross revenue of more than 2 crores in the year 21-22. We have made strides in creating an innovation and entrepreneurial ecosystem through research and teaching, international level events, and liaising with organizations in government, private, and social sectors. Happy to share that during 21-22, 20 startups by students, faculty, and alumni have been incubated on our campus. BTech Energy, our first startup at BMU, has raised second round of fund of rupees 7 crores. Sir, faculty is engaged in academic research, sponsor research, and industrial consultancy. With a focus on quality research, our faculty have published more than 150 research papers and book chapters in top-rated Q1 and ABDC A and B journals. Sir, we give a lot of emphasis on applied, translational, and product-driven research. Up till now, our faculty have filed 80 patents, out of which 50 are published and 3 are in their advanced stage of their award. During the last academic year, our faculty also have received a research funding of more than 1.5 crores from various funding agencies such as Niti Aayog, Ministry of Mines, and Department of Science and Technology. Sir, we believe in holistic development of the students. Despite pandemic, we have continued our student co-curricular activities online. More than 170 events were organized by various clubs and societies, both online and on campus. Sir, I am proud to share that this year our campus placements have broken all the previous records. We have been able to place more than 97% of students. For both engineering and management graduates, the average CTC is more than 8.75 lakhs. This is about 25% improvement over the last year. This year, we attracted more than 125 companies on the campus. The heads of many of the companies are also present in this hall today. We acknowledge their support. Sir, in our journey towards excellence, with a short but cherished history of 8 years, we have increased our alumni base to 2,000, who are assisting us in many different ways. More than 20 alumni have started their own ventures into 7 different sectors. More than 70 alumni are working in top Fortune 500 companies. We proudly acknowledge the services rendered to the society by our alumni as they continue to achieve astonishing feats. Sir, today 175 students will receive degrees across 4 B.Tech programs, and 139 students will receive degrees across MBA and BBA programs. Further, 5 students will also be receiving their Ph.D. degrees. My dear graduating students, or let me now call you our youngest alumni, it is a time of celebration of achievement and a beginning for the new journey. I congratulate you all as you receive your degrees and medals today. I hope that you will make yourself, your family, and your nation proud by your achievements as technocrats, managers, administrators, and leaders, but above all, good human beings. May you all achieve great success and bring glory to your alma mater. I also wish to acknowledge the support of the Munjal family, the Hero Motocorp Limited, our collaborators, the management and the leadership team, the faculty, students, and staff and alumni. Special thanks to the team of Registrar Office, Communication Office, IT Services, Program Office, Controller of Examination Office, and all others who were involved directly and indirectly in the conduct of today's function. Finally, a few lines from a Hindi poem for you all. सफ़र की हद है वहाँ तक कि कुछ निशान रहे, चले चलो कि जहाँ ये तक ये आसमान रहे. सफ़र की हद है वहाँ तक कि कुछ निशान रहे, चले चलो कि जहाँ तक ये आसमान रहे. ये क्या उठाए कदम और आ गई मंजिल, ये क्या उठाए कदम और आ गई मंजिल. मज़ा तो तब है कि पैरों में कुछ थकान रहे, मज़ा तो तब है कि पैरों में कुछ थकान रहे. अभी बहुत कुछ उड़ान बाकी है दोस्तों. So Jai Hind, God bless you all. Now I request our Chancellor to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Professor Arora. Welcome to all of you to the 7th convocation of the BML Munjal University. a special welcome to our chief guest, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, who, as you just heard, is a very special individual. And the person after whom we've named this university, my father, Dr. BML Munjal, was particularly fond of him, and I was just discussing with Kumar walking in, and also of his father. It is wonderful to be back on campus, to be able to physically interact with people. We have spent over 2 years doing all of this virtually on Zoom calls and all kinds of other video means. It truly is and feels special to come back and be able to talk to each other face to face, shake hands, pat people on the back. I want to compliment and congratulate the entire team at the BML Munjal University for what the university has achieved in a very short time, and especially Professor Arora for what has been done during this very difficult period of the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you to each and every one of you, the teaching faculty, the non-teaching staff. It has truly been inspiring how you managed to hold everything together, switch from physical classes to virtual classes almost seamlessly, and also stay connected with all of your students and their families. So thank you very much. It's truly appreciated. This is a special year in just so many different ways, not just giving us time to get back together, but also the 75th year of India's independence. Or should I actually say interdependence? Because for too long, we have talked of independence of our moving away and doing things only by ourselves. I think the most enduring feature of this has been how working with each other, all of us have learned to be interdependent and then stand on our feet as a nation that wants to stand up and be counted. I think that's truly marvelous how in these 75 years from a nation breaking away from the shackles of slavery has come to be amongst the leading nations in the globe. And as we heard our Prime Minister say recently, we hope in the next 25 years, we will have no Indian wanting for quality of life. All Indians will be able to live the quality of life with dignity and the quality of life they need and deserve. I think that is where an institution like the BML Munjal University can truly contribute. Because what you are doing by way of research, focusing especially on translational research to solve real-life problems with multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary solutions, which is what real life is about. The experiential and the practical curriculum offered here has been truly appreciated, not just by the students, but also by the world outside, by the variety of ratings and rankings that you have achieved. And I think the best test is how the alums who have gone out of this university have performed. We have today amongst us many of the companies and firms which come in and recruit from here. I think that's an important composition and also important test for the university to see who is coming here to recruit. It is a delight to see some of the top Indian and global companies coming in here, giving offers sometimes well before the students finish. And I have to say, it is a delight to see that the recruitment record of close to 100% is truly creditable. It is wonderful to see that. The university, like everything else in life, is also going through a change. We have two changes that have taken place, one taken place and one taking place as we speak. Akshay handed over the reins of the presidency of the university, and Swati has taken over that role. So thank you to Akshay, and good wishes to Swati. Akshay kindly agreed to take on the role of the Pro-Chancellor of the university, so we don't lose his experience and the connect that he has had with the university right from the early days. The second transition is taking place at the Vice Chancellor's level. Professor Arora's term gets over literally within a week from today, exactly a week from today, and another one of our luminaries, Professor Menon, will take charge as the Vice Chancellor of the university. So this will be change with continuity, because Professor Menon is a familiar face for all of us. He's been on the campus, has worked and done some absolutely outstanding, innovative work with all of you. I also want to offer a special thank you to the amazing and wonderful partners that we have. Imperial College London, INSEAD, SMU in Singapore, Ashton, Warwick. So it's just a whole variety of institutions which have come together to help us build what we believe can be best in class. I see Sankalp here from Imperial. Thank you very much, Sankalp. And please carry our greetings back to your colleagues in London as well. We truly value this partnership. We started off literally as our sole mentor to this university when we were setting up. Our chief guest is someone special, as I said. Not only was our father very fond of him, Kumar used to refer to him as Tauji. Kumar is somebody who I believe has only got angry and upset three times in his entire working career. I wonder what those 3 times were, by the way. And this is by his self-admission. So he is a cool, calm, collected individual who's able to think beyond today. So he has this amazing capacity to focus on the here and now and also on the big picture. And I think that would be valuable for us to hear of your experiences. John Lennon once said, life is what happens to you as you're busy making other plans. And so it is, I believe, with you. At the age of 28, he was thrown into the deep end when he lost his father, who was one of the leading lights of Indian industry, business, and commerce. Kumar was pulled back into India to lead this large, huge, giant organization. He's a wonderful humanist, he's a philanthropist, he's an industrialist, and he's a globalist. He has a very global outlook. Since we've come in, all the comments and questions he's made have been about how things actually can get better, things which are making a difference directly to the students, to the environment, to industry. So it's a treat and a delight to have a conversation with him, and I'm sure we will all benefit from his address today. To the students today, who are really the most important attendees in this hall, may I request all of you, the passing out class, to please stand. All those who are graduating today, to please stand for a moment. Please turn towards your parents and your faculties and just bow your head for a moment. Thank you, and give them a hand, please. Thank you. Please sit. Please sit. This is to remind you to say thank you, not just to the Almighty who gives you this amazing opportunity. All of us, I think, are blessed to be able to do what we do, and by the way, to have choices to say yes and no. Not many in the world have this choice. We don't also often realize how much our faculty, our teachers, our parents, and our families do to support, guide, and help us get to where we are. This is a seminal moment in your lives. You may or may not realize this today, but from here on, you walk into a completely new phase in your lives. This is a phase which will show you parts of the world that you do not otherwise see. No matter how independent we believe we are, but as long as we are in schools and in colleges and universities, we do live a somewhat sheltered life. Our lives are managed in some sense. From here on, from tomorrow, maybe from today, you will have to make your own decisions and choices. And I hope what you have learned here, what you've experienced here, will hold you in good stead as you make your decisions. That's one thing all of us have to do, is make choices. Please remember, integrity and ethics do matter. How you approach life does matter. What decisions you make will impact not just you, but also people around you. When you walk into other businesses, other companies, whether you're leading them or working in them, please remember there are many people out there who are older and much more experienced than you are. Do respect that. Of course, come up with your own ideas, but do respect others around you. That improves your own self-respect. But keep your eyes, ears, and your mind open to new learnings, new ideas. And I hope that's one thing we have taught you, that you can never actually stop learning. And that is the beauty of life. Do not stop experimenting. Even if you end up making mistakes, just get up and go again. Only don't make the same mistake again. That's the one thing you must learn from. Your own mistakes, and it's cheaper to learn from other people's mistakes. You don't have to make them all yourself. And I think this is also a seminal moment in many ways, because the country and the world are going through an amazing transition right now. Whether it's a transition caused of technology, of global relations, where nations are pulling back from the big thrust towards globalization that we saw in the last 50 to 80 years, country after country is now saying, my people first, my industry first, my economy first, and jobs to my people first. So there is a role that many of us have now to push against the tide, to focus and attempt to bring back globalization, which is the way of the world. While we will always have our differences, but that is the beauty of diversity. We live in a country which is not a country alone. It's not even a continent. It is actually a civilization. And I believe this, in many ways, is our biggest challenge, and this, in many, many ways, is our biggest strength. So good luck, good wishes to you. Go out there, please go now, but remember this is your home too. Come back and visit us whenever you are able to. Stay in touch with your faculty, with your teachers, as also with each other. We do want our alums not only to be in touch with us, but also with each other. That, in some ways, will be the biggest value that will stay with you for the rest of your life. I also want to say a big thank you to the entire governing board, to the family, and to all those outside of our university who guide us and mentor us and support us in this interesting, unusual, unique, but an enjoyable journey. Thank you all very much. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
It is a great honor for BML Munjal University to award Doctorate of Letters honoris causa to our chief guest, Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla, for his exceptional record of achievements and contributions to not only the corporate ecosystem, but also the community at large. I invite Ms. Suneet Soni, Controller of Examination, to read the citation.
Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla is the chairperson of the Indian multinational Aditya Birla Group. The group's legacy dates to over a century, and it was the first Indian business group to venture abroad. Today, the group is present in 36 countries across 6 continents. In the 25 years that Mr. Birla has been at the helm of the group, he has accelerated growth, built meritocracy, and enhanced the stakeholder value. In the process, he has raised the group's turnover by 25 times. He has been the architect of over 40 acquisitions in India and globally, among the highest by any Indian multinational. Over the years, Mr. Birla has been conferred several prestigious awards. He has been the recipient of the ABLF Global Asian Award in 2019, a Marquee Award constituted by the Dubai-based Asian Business Leadership Forum under the patronage of the UAE Ministry of Economy. He has received several awards and honors from leading institutions like EY, Forbes, CNBC, CNN News 18, WEF, to name a few. Mr. Birla is deeply engaged with educational institutions. He has institutionalized the concept of caring and giving at the Aditya Birla Group. With his mandate, the group is involved in meaningful welfare-driven activities that distinctively impact the quality of lives of close to 10 million people annually. It's a great honor for BML Munjal University to award the Doctorate of Letters, honoris causa, to Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla for his distinguished services.
Congratulations, Dr. Kumar Mangalam Birla ji. Now I request you to kindly deliver the convocation address.
Class of 2022, Chancellor of the BML Munjal University, Sunil, Pro-Chancellor, Akshay, Vice-Chancellor, Professor Manoj Arora, faculty members, other family members of the Munjal family, proud parents, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by saying that it's wonderful to be here on this beautiful campus and with all of you. I believe that this is your first post-pandemic convocation at the campus. I truly believe that the richness of human contact can never be replicated. And to witness the energy and vibrancy of a graduating batch is always unparalleled. From my vantage point here, I see so many young faces bursting with energy, bursting with excitement. It's palpable for me. It's a sense of achievement, of nervousness, and of excitement. Perhaps even nostalgia about your days here. Right now, as I find in every convocation, Hawa ka rukh hi alag hai. I'm sure you guys feel it too. This is a big milestone in your life, and so, first and foremost, congratulations. Please give yourselves a big round of applause. More so for having successfully navigated a period of extraordinary change. Think about the world when you entered this campus and the world that you will meet outside. Zoom was then just a piece of software. Today, as you know, it has become a verb. Back in the day, WFH could have passed off as slang. Now it is an integral way of working. 3 years ago, the metaverse was not a part of our universe. And suddenly, everyone now seems to have a virtual avatar. And NFTs have evolved from being a token to a sensation to a realization that fun and pain are actually non-fungible. Science, technology, and human ingenuity have not just bridged impossible distances. They've also created miracles. More than 5 billion people have been vaccinated against an invisible virus that upended our lives. 5 billion people in just 30 months. This is nothing short of spectacular. A bit like the journey of the man who is the inspiration behind this institution. He did not go to college, but the world itself was a giant classroom for him. By the sheer dint of courage, determination, and ingenuity, he transformed a small bicycle company into a world-beating corporation. His human touch, his innate understanding of business, and ability to think out of the box made him a hero for me, and why just me, for generations of entrepreneurs. Brij Mohanlal Munjal, or Tauji as I called him, was not just an entrepreneur or an industrialist. He was and will always remain a legend. And I consider it a privilege to be speaking at an institution that is dedicated to his values and to his principles. In fact, I recall inviting him to launch our group's values formally at our flagship annual awards event about 18 years ago. The 5 values that he launched, integrity, commitment, passion, seamlessness, and speed, in many ways have been the foundation for our actions and decisions since then. As always, he spoke straight from the heart about his journey that truly epitomized the entrepreneurial spirit of India. For me, it was moving, inspirational, energizing. And I will always remember that evening when he spent so much of time with us. Even today, I sense his entrepreneurial spirit animating your institution. Class of 22 today is a day of your proud achievement, which can be measured in so many ways. But as you embark on a new journey, remember that there will be various markers and metrics by which you will get measured. Where you work, how fast you grow, what you earn, what you build, what you lose. And then there are many things that go beyond measure, the ones that are not easy to measure, but may very well outlast the conventional markers. Today I want to talk to you about all that you can't measure. Make no mistake, measuring your own success by external markers is important, but don't let all your choices be defined by things that can be measured. While there are many invaluable and intangible things that you can't measure, let me just mention 5 that to me are the most significant. First of all is goodwill. As some of you might know, there is an accounting definition to goodwill. It is the tangible value of a corporation that sometimes appears on its balance sheet. But if you ask me, and I can say this after having run a conglomerate for 25 years, you really can't measure goodwill. And even though it is intangible, it is very real. You can see it, you can feel it, but you simply can't measure it. It fundamentally defines who you are and how you act. I want to share with you our experience in acquiring a pulp mill in Canada back in 2006. Whilst we were a household name in India, we were an unknown entity in Canada back then. And there was a fair amount of resistance, especially from the employees of this pulp mill and the local community. More so as the mill was in a precarious financial situation and the entire community's economic existence depended on how credible our revival plans were. This meant that we had to painstakingly present our credentials, educate them about the Birla way of doing business, share evidence of how we have embraced diverse cultures through our acquisitions. We had to get our story across to the employees, also their families, and even to the small business owners in the township. In other words, in a country where we were not known, we had to earn their goodwill. And our team did so with great sincerity and commitment. It's been 16 years now, and I can say that we have matched our words with our deeds. That unit is now a proud part of the Aditya Birla Group family. So this is an illustration of the power of both goodwill and credibility, which you won't find mentioned on balance sheets. And this gets created over a long period of time on the back of consistent and predictable actions. Always remember, and this is my belief, that the universe will support you when you're on a journey of good. Goodwill, of course, comes from the foundation of respect, dignity, and trust. That brings me to the next invaluable asset, which is trust. Again, you just can't measure trust. In fact, it is my firm belief that a corporation is a repository of trust. Great companies are not just repositories of quality products or shareholder wealth. More than that, they are a repository of the trust of customers, employees, shareholders, and all its stakeholders, and that is precious. Trust is also the foundation, as you know, on which you build relationships. Let me narrate an exciting, interesting example about the story of the Munjal brothers. I was fascinated to read about this dealer relationship that has, I believe, now lasted over half a century, Sunil, right? The first time Baldevji, the dealer you spoke about, placed an order, he met with an unexpected response. The order and the receipt did not tally. The order was for 100 units, and the delivery the dealer got was for 104. It wasn't a billing error. It was just an investment in an enduring bond. I found this example so relatable. Our flagship company, Grasim, completed 75 years of incorporation last week, and it too has customer and supplier relationships that go back more than 6 and 7 decades. These are all relationships that are underpinned by trust, and there is no way in which you can measure this trust. The third marker that I find very important is that of creativity. Think about it. Productivity can be easily measured. It can be distilled to easy-to-measure parts. By comparison, creativity is a far more intangible quality and asset. Creativity is something that you typically associate with the arts. But here I'm talking about creativity in the context of business and creativity in the context of life itself. I believe that creativity in the context of business is about fundamentally finding solutions. It is about landing in a dead end and always finding a way out. Consider the classic problem. How do you divide a cake fairly? A creative solution is one party divides the cake into two and the other party gets to choose. This will always lead to a fair outcome that is acceptable to all parties. Creativity is not jugaad. It is about a mindset that enables you to find solutions and solutions to seemingly impossible problems. Creativity comes, in my experience, from having an open mind and looking for unusual patterns. And that brings me to my fourth intangible, which I call out as inquisitiveness. A sense of curiosity, a sense of wonder. An inquisitive mind is not just an explorer of the world, but is also an explorer of the world of ideas. And I believe that an explorer's mindset can lead you to very unexpected bounties. The story of Post-it has always fascinated me. It is, as you know, a ubiquitous office product, and it was born out of inquisitiveness. You can even call it an accidental invention. Back in 1968, a research chemist at 3M was looking to create unusually strong adhesive for use in aircraft construction. He failed, but in the process he invented an adhesive that stuck to surfaces and could not easily be peeled off. This was a significant breakthrough, but for what, he did not know back then. 12 years later, that chance discovery led to the development of the Post-it note. How does one measure the power of this inquisitive mind? How does one ascribe any value to it? Think about it. And finally, for me, one of the most important traits in life and in business, which you just can't measure, is that of courage. When a situation or circumstance is alarming, daunting, or even frightening, there is only one quality that decides whether you will stay and engage or turn and run. And that quality, I believe, is courage. I have a business definition to courage. It is the ability to act decisively so that we control change. Change, as you know, is a storm that comes to everyone. Leaders with the courage to anticipate and act emerge victorious from the storm. Leadership that lacks courage has absolutely no chance of winning in this new world. Fortune indeed, I believe, favors the brave. I would go so far as to say that life favors the brave. I don't need to look too far to illustrate my point. In the twilight of his career, B.M. Tauji demonstrated extraordinary courage by parting with Honda. After 26 years, it was clear that the aspirations of the two partners did not match. This was obviously must have been a very pivotal moment. There were skeptics galore, I remember that, and many thought that this was the death knell for the company. This was back in 2011, and even today, on the solid foundation that he built, the company continues to dominate the scene. That's the courage of conviction, and you just can't measure it. B.M. Tauji epitomized all the intangible that I spoke about. Through the arc of his career, he built businesses on the foundation of goodwill and trust. He made up for his lack of formal education by being an inquisitive mind, and he unlocked his creative energy. And the remarkable growth of his business, cutting across time horizons and business cycles, is a testament to his courage and his entrepreneurial zeal. All of these are qualities that you just can't measure. Graduating students, these are not the only intangibles. There are many more. You are all leaders of tomorrow, and your success and fulfillment will come when you know that there is more to life than the standard markers. As you embrace the world outside, I would exhort you to ask yourselves if you are ready for more. Are you prepared to unshackle yourselves from the conventional metrics and extract more from your career, your relationships, and your life? Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you, sir. I request Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla and Chancellor to confer Dr. BML Munjal Medal for Best Outgoing Student in each school and Academic Council medals for Best Academic Performance in various academic programs.
Before that, my dear students, we have now been given 4 mantras: goodwill, trust, creativity, and courage. And these are the mantras for your success. Sir, you are indeed a role model for our students. Now I request Sunil.
The founder and patriarch of the Hero Group, Dr. Birla Munjal, was a classic first-generation entrepreneur and a renowned figure in the automotive industry. In honor of our founder, we present the Dr. Birla Munjal Medal. This medal is awarded based on the academic integrity, proficiency in co-curricular and cultural activities, creative and critical thinking, innovativeness, learning abilities, cultural sensitivity, compassion, learning qualities, and all-round performance. Now, I request the Vice Chancellor, Professor Manoj K. Arora, to announce the recipients of Dr. Birla Munjal Medal for the best outgoing student from each school.
Sir, I present to you Mr. Shivang Ahuja, a student of B.Tech Computer Science from School of Engineering and Technology. Mr. Bachu Rutvik, student of BBA from School of Management. The Academic Council Medal is presented to the students with the highest academic scores in an academic program. There are 7 medals. 5 are given in person and 2 in absentia today. Shivani Verma, MBA Executive. Nikita Dhingra, BBA. Shivang Ahuja, B.Tech Computer Science. Shivang Ahuja. Morna Naga Manikanta, B.Tech Electronics and Communication Engineering. Bhavya Tuteja, B.Tech Mechanical Engineering. The 2 medals in absentia have been given to Krishna Chandran from MBA and Manjunath Kandavali, B.Tech Computer Science and Engineering.
Now I request Vice Chancellor to join Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla and Chancellor to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy to the candidates. I request Vice Chancellor to permit Dean Research to present candidates for the award of Doctor of Philosophy degree in the university.
I permit Professor Anirban Chakravarti, the Dean Research, to present the candidates for the award of the Doctor of Philosophy degrees in the university.
Sir, I present to you 5 candidates of Doctor of Philosophy in the university who have successfully completed the program and have been found qualified for the award of the Doctor of Philosophy degree in the year 2022. I request that the degrees be awarded to them. Sri Sumit Shandilya. Sri Atul Mishra. Srimati Nishtha Phutela. Sri Gautam. Sri Pankaj Sahu.
Recipients of PhD degree, just stand wherever you are at the moment right now. Just stand there. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of BML Munjal University, I award you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and charge you to be worthy of the qualification that you have earned. Congratulations.
I request Vice Chancellor to permit Dean School of Management to present the candidates for the award of MBA degree.
You may take seat now, the recipients of PhD degrees. Please take your seat. I permit Professor Jaskiran Arora, the Dean School of Management, to present candidates for the award of the MBA degrees.
Sir, I present to you 73 candidates of MBA in person and 29 candidates in absentia whose names are given in the list, who have successfully completed the program and have been found qualified for the award of the MBA degree in the year 2022. I request that the degrees be awarded to them. Devyani Singh. Sameer Khan. Rishanki Agarwal. Yashika Kukreti. Sharit Bhatia. Akash Khare. Lakshya Yadav, Sumed Hiyado, Anushta Anand, Bhavna Jindal, Shishir Raj, Venkata Vineet, Khushbu Mendhiania, Nikhil Jain, Harpriya Adhikari, Aman Agarwal, Aman Jain, Jitin Matthew, Roopkatha Chatterjee, Khushi Jain, Ravi Kumar Singh, Akash Jaiswal, Nishant Mishra, Yogesh Mittal, Shubham Bhardwaj, Shriya Ghatani, Sahil Godara, Varun Rehlan, Swapnil Chakravarti, Akanksha Agarwal, Anshul Sharma, Divya Dujari, Sanchit Miglani, Shubhangi Mehta, Manvi, Manoj Kumar Yadav, Rishabh Agarwal, Ritik Parihar, Kashish Singh, Pulkit Makkad, Anisha Bansal, Shresh Nikam, Swati Agarwal, Sonam Yadav, Aniket Bukmaria, Swagat Mohanty, Shriya Gupta, Chehek Gupta, Drishti Tayal, Gaurav Mittal, Rohan Mittal, Akhand Rushrani, Aniket Kumar Gunjan, Tushar Vats, Amit Kumar Patel, Shishanta Kumar Sahu, Abhishek Kumar Gupta, Sanjay Kumar Gujar, Ankur Prasad, Harpreet Dhiman, Saurabh Sharma, Vivek Pandey, Ganesh Budiga, Kapil Kumar, Shrey Dikshit, Manish Dikshit, Kuldeep Singh, Abhishek Kumar Singh, Anand Dheer, Anu,
Recipients of MBA degree, please rise. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of BML Munjal University, I award you the degree of Master of Business Administration and charge you to be worthy of the qualification that you have earned. Congratulations.
I request Shri Sunil Kant Munjal ji to join Vice Chancellor to confer the degree of BBA to candidates. I request Vice Chancellor to permit Dean School of Management to present candidates for the award of BBA degree.
I permit Professor Jaskiran Arora, the Dean School of Management, to present the candidates for the award of the degree MBA Executive.
Sir, I present to you 9 candidates of MBA Executive who have successfully completed the program and have been found qualified for the award of the MBA Executive degree in the year 2022. I request that the degrees be awarded to them. Sunil Kant Gupta. Devendra Singh Bolia. Dinesh Kumar. Monica Kumawat. Saurabh Sharma. Shashi Kant. Shivani Verma. Rupesh Kumar Suryavanshi. Ishwar Rajwani. Akash Kapoor. Raja Sukumar.
Recipients of MBA executive degree, please rise, or wherever you are, please keep standing. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of BML Munjal University, I award you the degree of MBA executive and charge you to be the worthy of the qualification that you have earned. Congratulations. You may be seated.
I request Vice Chancellor to permit Dean School of Management to present the candidate for the award of BBA degrees.
I permit Professor Jaskiran Arora, Dean School of Management, to present candidates for the award of the BBA degrees.
Sir, I present to you 22 candidates of BBA in person and 6 candidates in absentia whose names are given in the list, who have successfully completed the program and have been found qualified for the award of the BBA degree in the year 2022. I request that the degrees be awarded to them. Aditya Malik. Apurv Malik. Bachu Rutvik. Bharat Chandra. Harish Goyal. Lakshya Yadav. Lakshya Bansal. Nikita Dhingra. Prateek Agarwal. Prateek Singh. Puru Lahoria. Ravin Gulati. Rishabh Jain. Shrey Agarwal. Shubham Vishisht. Siddhant Kawatra. Sneha Sinha. Sondi Akshara Reddy. Supreet Minhas. Nalamili Sanjay Reddy. Ganesh Janwar. Ayush Bansal. Devendra Pratap. Vishal Singh.
Recipients of BBA degree, please rise. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of BML Munjal University, I award you the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration and charge you to be worthy of the qualification that you have earned. Congratulations.
I request Pro-Chancellor Shri Akshay Munjal to join Vice Chancellor to confer the degree of B.Tech Computer Science and Computer Science Engineering to the candidates.
I permit Professor Anirban Chakrabarti, the Dean, School of Engineering and Technology, to present candidates for the award of the B.Tech degrees in Computer Science and Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, and Electronics and Communication Engineering.
Sir, I present to you 46 candidates of B.Tech Computer Science in person and 8 candidates in absentia whose names are given in the list, who have successfully completed the program and have been found qualified for the degree of B.Tech Computer Science in the year 2022. I request that the degrees be awarded to them. Aditya Prakash, Akanksha Gupta, Anirudh Jilla, Anirudh Kohli, Arihant Jain, Bukya Jagadish, Chakka Sai Teja, Chinta Reddy, Kaushik Reddy, Digvijay Singh, Dondapati Avichandra, G. Kiran Naga Kirit A. Chari, Ganni Venkata Satya Pranav, Garvit Vijay, Mohammad Daim, Monishka Jain, Narikimilli Sai Ritvik, Nekkanti Dhruva Krishna, Nishant Chaudhary, Parikshit Palsania, Penumetcha Sai Rahul Verma, Prerit, Ramagiri Kanishk, Ratakonda Srivatsa, Sejal Somani, Shashank Sai Palani, Shivang Ahuja, Shreyans Antlia, Shubham Sutar, Srinidh Jilla, Yash Patil, Anant Kaul, Anmol Kapoor, G. Vishal Bharadwaj, Gargipuram Vishwak Subba Reddy, Himangshu Jalan, Kishore Saraswat, Manas Yadav, Pittala Prashant, Pramod Vangipurapu, Sajal Goyal, Shivam Chauhan, Shivam Garg, Shivansh Khera, Syed Ali Arzan Rizvi, Tarun Miglani, Y. Likith Kumar Reddy.
Recipients of B.Tech Computer Science degree, please rise. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of BML Munjal University, I award you the degree of B.Tech Computer Science and charge you to be worthy of the qualification that you have earned. Congratulations.
I request Dean School of Engineering and Technology to present candidates for the award of B.Tech degree in Computer Science and Engineering.
Sir, I present to you 38 candidates of B.Tech Computer Science and Engineering in person and 30 candidates in absentia whose names are given in the list, who have successfully completed the program and have been found qualified for the degree of B.Tech Computer Science and Engineering in the year 2022. I request that the degrees be awarded to them. Chakilam Shivakumar, Edapalapatti Venkata Abhiram, P.S. Nikita, Avinav Gupta, Akshat Tripathi, Amartaluru Pavan Dilip, Amit Chahar, Amit Singh, Bollavaram Golla Ritish Ramachandar, Chirag Goyal, Garimella Likit, Gelle Abhiram, Gurram Raghavendra Dinesh, Hani Bharadwaj, Imada Battuni Naveen Kumar, Jay Kumar, Kancherla Vivek, Kata Venkata Sai Krishna, Kopinidi Surya Naga Vijaya Durga Kalyan, Lakshay Pahuja, Mamidipaka Mohana Sai Pawan Kumar, Motupalli Sai Vamsi Krishna, Nallapa Raju Raghavendra Naga Varma, Nannuri Sri Anirudh, Nidada Volu Chukshit Sai Sri Ram, Paidi Praneeth Kumar, Praful Mahawar, Pranshu Sood, Sangu Pranav, Shivam Kumar, Sivala Setti Akhil Ram, Tripati Shivam Raghavesh, Vasireddy Sai Pratik, Vudaru Tejeshwara Reddy, Yaluru Vishnu Teja Reddy, Togati Devaharsha, Vilekha Ghanta, and Pavuluri Virat Chaudhary.
Recipients of B.Tech Computer Science and Engineering degree, please rise. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of BML Munjal University, I award you the degree of B.Tech Computer Science and Engineering and charge you to be worthy of the qualification that you have earned. Congratulations.
I now request Honourable Member of the Governing Body, Srimati Renu Munjalji, to join Vice Chancellor to confer the degrees of B.Tech Electronic and Communication Engineering and Mechanical Engineering to the candidates. I request Dean School of Engineering and Technology to present candidates for the award of B.Tech degree in Electronic and Communication Engineering.
Sir, I present to you 12 candidates of B.Tech Electronics and Communication Engineering in person and 12 candidates in absentia whose names are given in the list, who have successfully completed the program and have been found qualified for the degree of B.Tech Electronics and Communication Engineering in the year 2022. I request that the degrees be awarded to them. Kotaballi Sanjana. Morla Naga Manikanta. Akshita Sachdeva. Annem Kedarnath Reddy. Dhruti Saripalli. Kondepati Sai Teja. Manyam Vishal. Mayank Dev. Mogili Giridhar. Parasa Durga Bhargav. Rishabh Chauhan. And Biplap Kharel.
Recipients of B.Tech Electronics and Communication Engineering degree, please rise. B.Tech Electronics and Communication Engineering students, please rise. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of BML Munjal University, I award you the degree of B.Tech Electronics and Communication Engineering and charge you to be worthy of the qualification that you have earned. Congratulations.
I request Dean School of Engineering and Technology to present the candidates for the award of B.Tech degree in Mechanical Engineering.
Sir, I present to you 19 candidates of B.Tech Mechanical Engineering in person and 9 candidates in absentia, whose names are given in the list, who have successfully completed the program and have been found qualified for the degree of B.Tech Mechanical Engineering in the year 2022. I request that the degrees be awarded to them. Bhavya Tuteja. KSN Bhanu Prakash Chaudhary. Pericharla Aditya Verma. Adarsh Upadhyay. Aman Singh Sengar. Atharv Yadav. Yasoda Satyateja. Chintoju Krishna Sai. Dasari Lokesh Babu. Erapaneni Aditya Krishna Sai. Kanav Mittal. Kilaru Srikar Chaudhary, Kolli Karthik, Nadella Harshini, Nikhil Yadav, Priyesh Motukuri, Rishabh Singh, SVSRC Vineet Pavan Velugupanti, V. Hardik Reddy.
Recipients of B.Tech Mechanical Engineering degree, please rise. By virtue of the authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of BML Munjal University, I award you the degree of B.Tech Mechanical Engineering and charge you to be worthy of the qualification that you have earned. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Let the record of degree be presented to the Chancellor for signature. Now I request Dr. Nishtha Patela to administer oath and pledge to all the degree recipients.
Nishtha, please come.
All students who have been conferred their degrees are requested to stand and put your right hand on your heart for taking the oath and the pledge. I take this oath today to endeavor to be the best in what I do and to live up to the high ideals of my alma mater, BML Munjal University. I will leave no stone unturned in my journey of seeking knowledge. I will strive to bring excellence and harmony to my organization and my country. I will treat my brothers and sisters with love and respect. I will become an asset to my university, which has given me courage, vision, and wisdom, and will uphold its values of integrity, professional ethics, and moral character. Now let's take the pledge. We, the student graduates of BML Munjal University, Gurugram, hereby pledge that we shall, in thought, word, and deed, endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties. In all circumstances, we shall uphold the dignity and integrity of our profession and the honor of our university and the nation, and will devote all our energies to promote the unity and secular ideals of our country, and utilize our knowledge in the service of our nation and society. Now all of you are requested to please be seated at your places.
Now I request President Student Council, Ms. Tasneem Hussain, and Editor-in-Chief Natasha Rai for unveiling of Rihala Student Yearbook 2021-22.
It is our great pleasure to present the second edition of the official student yearbook, RILA, meaning the journey. It encapsulates the journey, highlights, and coming of age of the batch of 2022. A memento of memories to be cherished for lifetime. I'd now like to invite Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla and Chancellor Shri Sunil Kant Munjal to officially launch our student yearbook 2021-22 RILA.
Thank you, sirs. I request the Chancellor to present the memento to Chief Guest, Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla ji.
I request Pro-Chancellor Shri Akshay Munjal ji to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
It is my honor to propose the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion. I profusely thank our Honourable Chief Guest, Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla ji, for having spared his valuable time to join us in our celebrations. Sir, your convocation address was insightful and one that inspired hope, optimism and pride in all of us. And congratulations, sir, on receiving the doctorate. On behalf of BMU, I would like to thank the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, President, Registrar, the Deans, all the faculty and staff which have worked tirelessly to make today a reality. Congratulations to all the graduates. You have come far and should be proud of your achievements. I congratulate the parents, friends and family and faculty of each of the graduates. You have enabled them to be here today and hold the degree they currently do. You've seen them through their ups and downs, poured your hearts and soul into these young men and women. So today is your day too. Please give yourself a lot of credit. Without your active support, none of this would have been possible. The graduates owe you a big debt. At BMU, the ecosystem encourages our students to be passionate about the world they live in, the community in which they thrive. Listening to our chief guest today further reinforces our belief that we are on the right track to prepare future ethical leaders. Your advice to our students will stay with them forever. In your first year at BMU, we introduced you to the joy of learning, in the hope to help you break away from the notion that learning is for learning's sake. You learn and educate yourself in the areas of your interest to be able to better lead your lives and forever derive pleasure from pursuing your dreams. Don't be afraid to dream big. You all have a strong foundation. To borrow from Bruce Lee, don't fear failure. Not failure, but low aim is the crime. In great attempts, it is even glorious to fail. If you have something in your mind that you have always dreamt of and have found your starting point, by all means, go for it. The BMU community is here to support you. But if you don't have one of those big dreams yet, don't be discouraged or disheartened. There are many people who set up their dream companies or found their calling a bit later in life. I advocate passionate dedication to following short-term goals. It's called being micro-ambitious. Work with pride on whatever is in front of you. You never know where that might lead you. Just always be mindful of your work. You've all been trained to think entrepreneurially, and as per Peter Diamandis, entrepreneurs in this generation will create more wealth in the next decade than has been created a century ago. The time is now. So work hard, find joy in every day. Don't let your brain dull down in anticipation. I also want to sincerely urge you all to truly believe in the phrase, health is wealth. It is one thing that the last few years, the post-pandemic world has taught us, that without health, without a sound mind and a fit body, no amount of professional or financial success will ever bring you lasting joy. Several lifestyle diseases have started cropping up in young adults. So take care of yourself. Play a sport, do yoga, run, dance, do whatever it takes. But take care of your body, that's the only one you have. You're going to need it a lot more than capital for your new venture. Live mindfully, be conscious of what you expose yourself to, and be more conscious of what you expose your mind to. You don't need to know what you're doing for the rest of your life today. I'm not saying sit in a corner and rest, but fill your life with learnings and take pride in every day what you do. Be compassionate and be enthusiastic. Work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. So class of 2022, go out there, make amazing things happen, and congratulations and the best of luck. And thank you all for joining us today.
So graduates, would you not like to toss your head? Yeah, yes. Please settle down now. Please settle down. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please settle down. Please settle down. Thank you very much. Thank you for accepting my request. I request the Chancellor to declare the 7th convocation of BML Munjal University closed.
With many congratulations and good wishes, I declare the convocation closed. Thank you very much.
Now, all are requested to please rise for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल गायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
All of you are requested to keep standing at your places till the members of the academic procession proceed for the convocation hall. All of you are requested to keep standing at your places till the members of the academic procession proceed from the convocation hall.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam, Nithaye Sarva Vidyanam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha, Shri Guru Charanarvindabhyan Namaha. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam, Nithaye Sarva Vidyanam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha, Shri Guru Charanarvindabhyan Namaha. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam, Nithaye Sarva Vidyanam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha, Shri Guru Charanarvindabhyan Namaha. Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam, Nithaye Sarva Vidyanam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha, Shri Guru Charanarvindabhyan Namaha. Om
On behalf of the BMU family, we wish each one of our graduating